morning, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. Jeff Johnson, Dave's World. Yeah, still a little dark. I got up this morning and noticed that I could actually see the moon, so I thought maybe we might get a decent sunrise. We've had so much overcast just every day here for the last several days. It's been impossible to bring a good sunrise, but yeah, it's broke up a little bit this morning. So good morning, Sue Rowan. Thank you guys for coming in. Welcome to Phala Beach. Yeah, beautiful moon out this morning. Let's look to the east here. Got a pretty good southwest breeze this morning. But I hope you're all doing well. We're doing good here in Phala. The Triple N's, the ladies at the open mic, have had a good week, really good week, and good weekend. So yeah, we're doing well, guys. Dine-in is still open here in Rayong, so we're happy about that. See what kind of sunrise we can get this morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Looking at the moon that way. Looks like you can see Venus up there too. And I think we might have a decent sunrise. Got quite a few clouds off to the south and east there. Do I look like the Blair Witch Project with his phone? Why are you so crooked? What's going on with the tripod? Hang on a second. You are really crooked. Come on now. There we go. That's better. Yeah, beautiful moon though, guys. Gorgeous. Pretty rough surf today. Thanks for coming into the Open Mic Phala YouTube channel. Appreciate it. Pokemon, I will not be replaced. You're so blessed to wake up to this. I agree. I agree, Pokemon. Never take it for granted. Hey, there's Dave Udon. Good morning, Dave. Dave Udon's in the house. Rick Hicks. Hey, thanks for coming in, Rick. Appreciate you guys. Dave's World. We've got 11 people watching. Thank you so much. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Appreciate it. So yeah, guys, I mean, the only thing I have to report is really good news. You know, we kind of dodged a bullet so far here in Rayong, where we remain a red zone. Excuse me. So basically, we've been a red zone for quite a while, so we don't have any new restrictions or anything, which is great news, because we were certainly anticipating that we might end up similar to Chonburi province, which is right over there, which was downgraded, classified into deep red zone. So unfortunately, Chonburi lost their dine-in ability at the restaurants and stuff like that. So we just feel very fortunate here in Rayong that as of now, we don't have those restrictions. But you know, we just have to stay tuned to the news and the orders from the governor here in Rayong, because yeah, we do have, you know, daily new cases and stuff like that. But yeah, man, nothing but good news here in Phala. Like I said, it's we really feel blessed, guys, because we just opened our restaurant Christmas Day 2020, right? So very, very new restaurant in town. And, you know, we've established a lot of great customers, and most of them, well, I don't know if I'd say most, but a lot of them are local here in Ban Chong and the Rayong province specifically. So, you know, we still get a lot of people coming, and girls are getting new customers. They're getting new Thai people. We're getting some delivery orders. So, I mean, there's just absolutely nothing to complain about as far as our situation here in Phala. So we feel very, very fortunate, you know, and like I say, it's subject to change depending on how the numbers unfold in our area. But wow, looks like we might get some good colors, guys. But anyway, I hope you're doing well wherever you are. Yeah, Pokemon, all subject to change. Yeah, isn't that the truth in the world that we live in? You know, you just you got to be prepared. Hey, Roy Bott's in the house. Good morning, Roy. Just passing through. Hey, good morning. Thanks for stopping by, Roy. Appreciate it. Waves are very strong. That's right, Sue. They really are. Nice, strong surf. We get this strong southwest breeze. You see that a flag really kicking it. I don't know how bad it is on the microphone, but there's a flag there, right? Almost due west, actually. Almost a due west breeze this morning. So the Gulf has really been stirred up. Pretty low tide again this morning. Your breakfast will always attract people. Thank you very much, Pokemon. I think we've got, oh, bless you, Dave Boudon. Thank you for that. You know, I think we've got a good business model. You know, we wanted to be like a family style nightclub where a lot of the school teachers and you know, people can come and have a cocktail and some dinner or appetizers and maybe sing some songs or just kick back and listen to some music, you know. So we had I think a good kind of a unique nightclub, especially for our area. And unfortunately, we've only had the breakfast and the nightclub operating at the same time for 2 months, which was back in mid-February to about mid-April when the alcohol ban came in effect. But Pokemon, you're right, because our breakfast is unique, and we have a lot of Thai food too, but mainly homemade American breakfast. We also have the English breakfast, and then we do a lot of off-menu specials and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's not something you can find just anywhere when you know it's all homemade, all fresh ingredients, right? So the breakfast has really, really carried us. And you know, if we had only been the nightclub, obviously, you know, being closed since mid-April, and what is it, almost August now, that would have been impossible to endure, right? Now we could gear up and be more of a dinner restaurant and not worry about the alcohol sales or billiards or music or any of that, because that's all restricted, and just open up at night as a dinner restaurant. But I gotta tell you, there's well-established restaurants in our area. They're just dead at night, guys. I think a lot of people, there's no curfew or anything here in our area. I think 11 p.m. again is when the 7-Elevens are closing or something like that in Rayong. But yeah, I mean, I know other business owners that have dinner restaurants, and about 8 o'clock at night, everything is just dead. There's just nobody out. So I just don't see any sense in trying to do anything with the evening part of the business until this crap's over and we can open full blown again. But we are very, very fortunate. The ladies, you know, the ladies have done such a good job. I mean, without a doubt, the food that they're putting out is authentic American homemade food, you know. And then the English breakfast with the beans and the black pudding and the sauteed mushrooms and fried tomatoes and stuff like that. So what they're putting out is very, very consistent, high quality stuff. So that helps a lot. But, you know, when my wife and I decided to open this business last year, actually it'll be 1 year on July 29 was the grand opening. August 29, 2020 was the grand opening of the nightclub. So we're almost a year old now as far as the nightclub. But again, out of the entire year, we've only been open a few short months as far as a nightclub. But getting back to what I wanted to try to say is, when my wife and I decided to invest and open a business, it was really, truly, honestly about being more involved in our community. I mean, we were bored to death. You know, this was after the first shutdown in March of 2020. So we decided to make this investment. Not a huge investment, nothing we can't afford to lose, but we always had the restaurant in the plans. We wanted to open the nightclub first and then add the restaurant. So basically, the kind of way it worked out, I mean, nobody could see into the future, right? We didn't anticipate that, you know, there was going to be a crisis in Thailand this late in the stage of the pandemic, right? So nobody could kind of foresee what was to come. But nevertheless, we didn't expect instant gratification or some kind of grand profits, or, you know, even in normal times with no health crisis, it takes a good 2 years to, you know, establish your business and get a solid customer base, right? So we were in it for the long term. It's just, you know, because of the health crisis, there's been a lot of obstacles. But you know, just the fact that the breakfast is still doing well, and we still get new customers, and the ladies inquire, you know, where did you hear about us? And it's either through a friend or a Facebook group or something. We're all the time meeting new people and passing out business cards. And so we feel like the original investment, the original intent to become more a part of our community here in Phala has definitely been achieved, despite all the adversities, right? So that's why we want to continue to do the food giveaways, because there are a lot of people that are in need, and we're in a position that we can do that, right? So it just shows that you're invested in your community as a business. You have plans on being here for a long time. You want to not only help people that are in need, but you also want to display that, you know, you're not in this for profit, right, per se. That obviously is a long-term goal of any business, but you have to show that you care about your community and what your real intentions are. And I think that you know, there's two great benefits to being able to do the food giveaways. Number one is to help people, right? I mean, genuinely, people that take advantage of a free hot meal are those that could use it, right? So that's great. And then number two is the reflection that it has on our business, because, you know, we're getting fist pumps from customers, fist bumps and high fives, you know, like, good job, you guys are, you know, really trying to show that you're part of the community, right? So this is why we want to continue to do the food giveaway. We're going to do another one again tomorrow. The ladies have already announced it on the Facebook groups and stuff. So we're going to do another food giveaway tomorrow. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe I might do some live stream behind the scenes of, you know, preparing for the food giveaway, but I'm not positive on that, because, you know, live stream is kind of difficult to capture, you know, the highlights of the moment, which is easy to do when you're just recording footage and then putting together a vlog. So one or the other. I'll either film some footage tomorrow on the food giveaway, or I might go live behind the scenes, or I might do both, right? Give you guys a little live shot behind the scenes, and then also put out a vlog where I can kind of capture. What we want to do is avoid filming people coming to get the food up close or anything, right? We want to kind of you know, keep their privacy and keep the camera away from them, but we can definitely focus the camera on the back area of the kitchen and the preparation that goes into it. So we've had a lot of people, trust me, I get a lot of emails and a lot of private messages from people that oftentimes don't even comment on the YouTube channel, but they do send me private messages, and they want to help. You know, they want to be a part of it. They feel like they're already a part of our business because they've watched the development all the way back to when Yin and I signed the lease, which was a year ago today. I mean, we well, not today, but in July 2020 is when we signed the lease on the building. Or was it June? Anyway, I can't forget. Yeah, probably June, because it took us like 50 days to build everything and get the bar open. But anyway, there's a lot of people that have followed the channel for a long time, and they're not big on commenting publicly on the YouTube, like in the chat here today. Some of the people that comment publicly have also sent me private messages, and they want to help. So in talking with my moderators and stuff, what we're going to do is go ahead and post up the PayPal link for the open mic, and if people want to help, at least that way 97% of any donations will go directly to us, right? So PayPal only takes 3%. So if you send 100 baht, we get 97 baht, right? So that's a way that other people can help. So we're gonna do that. I'll have one of the moderators post up the link at a later date, and then I'll put the PayPal link in the description box too. And you know, we don't care about the naysayers and the trolls and the haters that are going to claim, oh my God, Triple T and the open mic, here they go with their PayPal e-begging, right? I think we've proven ourselves that we don't need anybody's money. We do it because people want to help, and we want to provide an avenue to where they can help, right? Because it makes them feel good too. So stay tuned. We'll definitely keep you up to date. But we like the interaction with our audience. We're not about views or subscribers. You guys know that. We're very, very patient about the channel growth. This is an extension of our business, so we feel really, really good to have the people that we do have that consistently follow the channel, and you know, we feel like one family here. So when I get those kind of messages and they're like, please, you know, go ahead and give us an avenue where we can contribute, because we see that you guys are doing good work, right? So we're going to do that. Stay tuned for that. And tomorrow, you know, I'll either go live again for some behind the scenes preparation, or I'll film some blog footage for you, and we'll put out another video in relation to the food giveaway. Now, we have titled the food giveaway program because this is something we want to continue to do for quite a while, at least once a week, maybe more, depending on how much assistance we get from other people. But we're calling it do something great. Do something great, right? It doesn't have to be big to be great, right? And it kind of got the title of that from Jeff Johnson, one of my great moderators on the channel. One of his comments on that vlog about the food giveaway was, wow, this is really something great, you know. And when I read it, I was like, wow, what a great title, you know, because it truly is. Like I say, it doesn't have to be a big, large thing. If you can do something small but yet have an impact in your community, it's a great thing to do, and it makes you feel great inside, right? So that's why we're going to do it. I think all of those people that genuinely follow this channel know that we are also genuine. You know, we give from our heart. Everything we've done for this business, this investment, is to be involved in our community, to create jobs, hopefully create more jobs. We're very confident in our business model, both the breakfast and the nightclub when that comes back. So we're here to stay, and we're going to keep swinging away. But there are a lot of people, you know, that could use a hot meal, right? So we're going to try to up our volume a little bit more, maybe do 200 meals this time on tomorrow. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I don't want to ramble too much. Let me catch up with your chat. But I do really, really appreciate the people that have sent me emails and private messages saying, hey, forget about the trolls. We know you've been attacked before. You've been accused of, you know, somebody that collected money from PayPal for their own benefit, blah, 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 right? Don't worry about all that nonsense, right? You've got every right, if people are asking for a way that they can donate to help a good cause, to do something great, right? There's, you know, why not, right? It's perfectly legal to establish a PayPal account here in Thailand. And so I'm not into the super chat and all that stuff. I mean, YouTube already takes 45% of ad revenue from every channel. And if you do the super chat thing, I believe they take like 30% of that. So, you know, why would people want to give money to us to support, you know, our efforts here, and then have, you know, 30% of it go to YouTube when we can do the 3% deduction from PayPal, right? And the PayPal account is directly linked to the OPENMIC PHALA business account. So it's easy for me to accept the donations on PayPal and then just transfer it, right, immediately with no transfer fee or anything like that. So That's what we're going to do. Appreciate it. Whoa, you have some beautiful, beautiful clouds. The moon's kind of getting covered up. Today is a holiday in Thailand, guys. Very important holiday. Part of the Buddhist holiday. So all of the banks and government offices and stuff are closed. And then Wednesday is His Majesty King Rama X. It's his birthday. So 3 actual holidays. Oh, who are you? Who are you? You want to say good morning? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. People gonna come see you, Lizzie, huh? Lizzie, the Phala beach dog. Yes, she is. She's so cute. She's so sweet. Good girl. Good girl. Say, yeah, you come to Phala Beach. Look for the blue collar. I want to come see you. Good girl. Oh, good girl. But yeah, guys, we got a lot of heavy overcast due east over here, so we may not get a whole lot of beautiful sunrise this morning, but nevertheless, thanks for joining the live stream. You can listen to the sound, the surf. Oh, we got 17 in the house. Thank you very much. I hope you guys will click the thumbs up. We appreciate it. Inspector Clouseau. Hello. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm just a regular guy, simple guy doing simple things. I do love Thailand and I do live here, you know what I mean? I'm not just traveling through or something. So, you know, everybody was affected tremendously, right? Say about March 2020, kind of when the news broke of this worldwide pandemic. And one of the ways that I was affected, it was going to be my wife, Nam Yin. It's going to be her first trip to the United States. We had planned for the summer of 2020, and all that got canceled, right? So it's kind of like the only way you could affect any change or do anything positive was to do it locally, right? So that's kind of why we're doing what we're doing. And unfortunately, this thing's gotten extended, hasn't it? I mean, they call it the C-19, but here we are almost to 2022. You guys realize, you know, next month is the 8th month of the year already. Wow. So I do appreciate it, Inspector Clouseau, but you know, I don't want people to think that I do what I do for some kind of virtue signaling. And you know, there's a lot of great people on YouTube, and you know, to each their own on how they do their YouTube channel. But I think anybody that's followed this channel for an extended period of time knows that, you know, YouTube is just kind of an extension of, it's just one little piece, you know, and it's a small piece. It's a small window into the expat life here. And, you know, I wanted to try to bring Thailand to people as the channel has grown here, but we have no agendas. We're not on some, you know, glory seeking fame or something, you know. This is a way that people around the world maybe can get a perspective of expat life here in a small beach town, you know, and that's it. It's that simple. And when we became on you know, targeted by people for whatever reason, right? I don't think we ever did a thing to deserve being attacked the way we got attacked, but we were viciously attacked. And there was even a YouTube channel created to attack our business, right? So, you know, that's when I went ahead and changed the channel to the business name, because I thought, you know what, maybe some people are confused. They think Teacher Thomas Thailand is very similar to other YouTube channels, that the goal is to get tons of subscribers and tons of viewers, and whoa, look at me. That's never been the goal of this channel. So by changing it to the business name, I tried to reset things. Now, it doesn't change the attackers, right? Because they mean nothing. They must be miserable. Anybody that sits in front of the computer at all hours of the day, every day, must not have much of a life, right? That's the way I would look at it. But anyway, you know, I do get people ask me, you know, like, or not really asked me, but there's a lot of statements that, wow, you know, I found your YouTube channel and it's very different than any other channels that I've been following out of Thailand. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess, right? I don't know. I mean, I see nothing wrong with people having a YouTube channel and having a goal or an aspiration of having a huge channel and a huge audience and being an influencer or whatever. I see nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Kudos to them, right? But that's not the goal of this channel, and it just never will be, you know? I mean, we're just doing our thing here, and we hope that, you know, people find some information or some value, you know, some just some genuine understanding of what it's like to be an expat here in Thailand. That's really all the channel is. So we're breaking up. Oh shit, I don't have any part. Hey, good morning, Nam Yen. We're breaking up, guys. Sometimes this area right here is a little rough. Sorry about that. But yeah, I've always said that this channel is for the viewer, you know, and it remains that, you know. It's something I enjoy doing, obviously. Like coming out here to the beach is kind of one of the things that I really enjoy doing. So the fact that I've got a channel and can share, you know, a morning walk on the beach with others, then that's great, right? But there's really no agenda or anything here at all, you know. We're thankful for the subscribers that we have, but you know, I don't see, you know, thousands and thousands of views on my videos and go, oh my God, what am I doing wrong? I mean, I just don't look at it that way, right? You know, there's a lot of people that follow the channel, oh my God, for a year, right? And I haven't seen them in a long time in the chat or the comments or anything. But a lot of these people, you know, they're working. You know, they're not retired or anything. They're young people that still have careers and stuff. So like Jimmy, I don't know if you guys ever remember Jimmy, but man, he's a great supporter of the channel. I haven't seen him in a while, but you know, the last time I got comments from him, you know, he told me how busy he's been and stuff, and things are getting pretty normal back in the West, which is where a large portion of our audience comes from. So, you know, people don't have as much downtime as they did, you know, previously when a lot of people weren't working and all that stuff was going on. So hopefully this area over here, we won't be buffering. Pokemon said we were freezing up there. Usually once we get down here, that kind of stops the buffering. There's that one little spot there for some reason. The clouds are gorgeous this morning, though, aren't they? Wow. Beautiful. Good morning, Nam Yen. Love you. Whenever you get ready, I'll meet you down at the open mic. But no hurry, baby. Up to you. Jay East. Good morning, Jay East. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it's a beautiful morning. Certainly is. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. I'm always here for you, Triple T. Well, I appreciate that, Pokemon, because, you know, I mean, I really do feel like a close friendship with a lot of the people that support the channel. You know, like we've actually met, and they're, you know, people I know are true friends and that will stand up for us, you know, especially when we were under attack. I mean, you know, that was difficult, guys. And I mean, the ladies went through it, you know, they're not bystanders, you know what I mean? It was pretty disgusting what we went through. And you know, I gotta tell you, it'll be 6 years this October since I arrived in Thailand. I've done a lot of things in Thailand in 6 years, you know. I was a teacher for 4 years, first at a government high school and then 2 years for the Royal Thai Army Academy. I've met a lot of people, a lot of great expats. I've never had a bad experience in the real world here in Thailand. Never had anybody come up and say, hey, I don't like you, blah, 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 what, you know, whatever, right? The whole online world, you know, which YouTube, social media, you know, that's the only negative experience I've ever had in Thailand, you know, and it's, most of it's just kind of happened within the last year. So it's really strange, you know, like I've never had a bad encounter with another expat here in Thailand. Certainly never had a bad experience with Thai people. Had to learn their ways and you know, kind of figure out how the culture works here. But that was just something I had to learn so that I would be more comfortable here, you know, and not have, you know, a lot of expectations that things are going to be very similar to the way it was in the United States, because it's definitely not. So it's been a learning experience. But I gotta say, everything, all of my life, you know, of course, meeting Nam Yen was amazing, and then getting married and you know, rescuing dogs and teaching, and you know, I've lived in 4 different provinces here in Thailand. It's just all positive experience. Never really had any negative, you know, experience. Certainly never had anybody questioning my character, my integrity, attacking what I'm doing until the whole YouTube thing, right? So, you know, I was naive, I was a newbie, I didn't understand it, right? But now I get it, and you know, we don't give them airtime and stuff like that. But at the same time, I really want to express to all of you that are true friends, just because it's virtually online and we haven't met yet, you're truly kind with your comments and your encouragement, and you know, like Pokemon saying, hey, you're a good man, blah, blah. We do appreciate that, because in the online world is the only negative experience that we've had. So when we get people that stand up for us and say, hey, wait a minute, you know, you're a pathetic troll sitting behind a computer all hours of the day attacking this guy who's living a good life in Thailand and trying to contribute and give back to Thailand, right? He's very grateful to be able to. So we really appreciate it, guys, in the online world, when we have that great love and support and kindness, just the way we've had here in the real world, you know? I mean, we got real world customers that we otherwise would have never met if we hadn't opened a business, and not one bad experience, right? It's like only the people that come from the online world, that's the only negative bad experience, and it's enough to make people quit YouTube, right? There's a lot of good channels that just gave it up because there's just so much disgusting stuff. But it's easy to hide behind a computer, you know, and fake names and stuff like that. But here in the real world, you don't really get by with that, you know what I mean? You can't really pretend to be somebody's friend, because eventually the truth comes out, you know what I mean? So it's the same way in the online world, in my opinion, when it comes to all the genuine, really good people, which I think is 90%, right? Majority, great, good stuff, beautiful comments, all of that stuff, right? Not trying to be controlling or tell the channel what it needs to do, just genuinely supportive as an audience and a subscriber, right? So we just want you guys to know that it means a lot to us, and that's why we'll never quit the YouTube or the social media presence, not only because of the business, but just because it is majority very, very positive. And we just have to learn, which I've learned a lot, to not engage with the other 10% or whatever it may be. So, you know, they're just vindictive, they're malicious, they have agendas, you know, they have an intent of some kind. And let's face it, in the real world, when you meet a new friend and you genuinely become friends and you establish a friendship, there's no agenda on either person's side, right? Other than gaining a new friendship. That's it. There's no agendas. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that too much in the YouTube genre. You know what I mean? But I like discussing it with you guys because it doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be me sitting here going, oh my God, this is unbelievable what we've had to endure. No, no, no. You know, I try to explain it's a very small fraction of people that you have to deal with. And in the real world, it just doesn't happen, right? So the fact that we have to tolerate some nonsense, and we went through a lot of stress and trying to defend ourselves and say, hey, look, this is a bunch of crap, people are telling lies, right? And you can't defend yourself against a lie, right? If people want to believe a lie, it's up to them. But again, because of all of you great people, it doesn't matter what they did, right? I can talk about it openly and just say, hey, it was a learning experience. And I think maybe a lot of you that are pretty new to YouTube, whether you have your own channel or whether you just a follower of YouTube, that, you know, you like to, you know, look around at different content in Thailand, whatever, you probably have all learned, you know, the same lesson, you know what I mean? That don't let all the naysayers and all that shit, the haters, you know, I've been called a hater, which, you know, to me is absurd, right? I mean, I think people get the definitions between hate and distrust confused. There's people that I don't trust at all, and I don't want anything to do with it, and they're not welcome at the open mic. Doesn't mean I hate them. That's a completely different definition. You know, I don't hate anyone. Are there people that I don't trust that I've been exposed to because of the YouTube and the social media? Absolutely. Absolutely. Way more so than the real world. So I think all of us can look at it positively. You know what I mean? We don't have to discuss it in the terms of, oh my God, these trolls are horrible or whatever. No, it's just, the reality is, if you're not familiar with having a big platform on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, once you kind of, you know, get a pretty good following or whatever, if you're not familiar with the fact that there's going to be people that have an agenda, right? And it's not going to be genuine friendship or anything like that. A lot of people don't know that, don't have a clue about it, and I certainly was one of them. Had no idea, but now I know. Right? So I tell people, man, if somebody tells me they're a YouTuber, right, when they come to the business, that's like a red flag. I'm like, oh my God, here we go again. So anyway, I think it's important to have a positive spin on it, right? But I don't think you can fake being a genuine person, right? I don't really think you can fake it. I mean, I don't think I could. You'd have to be a really good actor or something, right? So when we get all those loving comments of support and people that want to help the open mic and the food giveaway promo, we get all that online, man. It's just so rewarding. That's it right there. That's why we're going to keep doing what we're doing, you know? So thank you. Thank you to all who follow the channel, whether you're active, not active, comment, don't comment. We just appreciate it because we know that that's the large majority of people. You know, otherwise, why would you watch a channel, you know, if you don't even like it, or you know, you hate the guy or whatever the hell it is, right? I mean, it's a volunteer program, right? Nobody makes you watch anything that you don't want to watch. So we really do feel the love and the support, and at the same time, we've learned a lot. The ladies have been through a lot, directly attacked on them, so they got engaged, you know, with these channels that were putting out the same spewed kind of crap, bringing on Alexander Webster. Yeah, I don't mind throwing his name out there because he's a scumbag. And people that bring people like that on their channel and continue to highlight this fake ass attack against our business, we have no use for them, right? But the ladies have dealt with it so well and recovered, but they still understand, you know, there's still subliminal things going on out there, and they know, they're fully aware, right? That has nothing to do with our real world. In the real world, all of our customers are lovely and grateful, and they tip good, and you know what I mean? It's just a beautiful experience. But I don't think you can have one without the other. You can't have a YouTube channel and a social media presence, especially promoting your business, and not have to deal with the nonsense, right? So anyway, I know a lot of people, when they tune into a live stream, they want to hear the host talk. They want to hear the host give updates and stuff. So that's why, you know, sometimes I just like to shut up and let people listen to the sound of the ocean. But you got a beautiful view here, and at the same time, you get to hear a person that's on the ground in Thailand, been here almost 6 years, decided to invest in a business, and you know some of the recent crap and the drama that we've had to endure, but none of it, zero, has anything to do with our real world here in Thailand. These are all outside forces, right? So it's kind of laughable when you think about it, right? Hey, Ross and Rayon, good morning. Audio too choppy, I'm out. Well, hey, Ross, why don't you stay out with a comment like that? Just unsubscribe, Ross. Yeah, world's not perfect. I'm putting it on an SD card, so if it's buffering or whatnot, I'll re-upload it. God, you think a guy with a YouTube channel would know that, right? I'm out. All right, stay out, Ross. Good morning, Rongsan. How are you, Rongsan? How's the audio, Jeff? Is it the wind, or are we buffering, or what's Ross talking about? Yeah, I can't help the buffering signal sometime. We're on 4G here. Good morning, Rongsan. Hope you're doing well. I noticed Rongsan's subscribers shot up to almost 3,000 subscribers, Rongsan. I don't know if that was an accident or what happened there. I sent you a message because there are people that unfortunately have, you know, an agenda, and they may have tried to tamper with your channel or something. If that's what happened, I sincerely apologize. But I know that you had like a small subscriber base and, you know, followers and stuff, and then all of a sudden you had almost 3,000 subscribers, Rongsan. So hopefully you're looking into that to see what happened to you. It's better now. Kept cutting out. Okay, thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. See, that would be a great way to put it, wouldn't it? Be like, hey, Triple T, the audio's cutting out. Maybe you should move or try, you know, because you don't know sometimes. I mean, I can't tell on my end of the stream. Everything looks perfect, but thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. Rongsan, we appreciate you coming to the open mic with your beautiful family. Steve's in the house. Now, good audio. The audio is good now. Don't worry, guys, if it's bad, choppy because of the buffering or whatever that we may be having. I'm not seeing any buffering, so I don't know what the issue is, but it's on the SD card and it's not going to be that long of a stream, so I can easily upload the actual video from the SD card and there won't be any audio issues. There's Rongsan's channel. Thank you, Jeff. The unsaid is scary. Well, you're welcome all the time, Rongsan. I'm glad to have you here. But yeah, I did want to let you know, Rongsan, that unfortunately there are people that, you know the YouTube platform really, really well, probably much better than you and I. And from what I understand, if they want to try to hurt a channel, they can like purchase subscribers for your channel, which is completely unnatural, right? For anybody to go to, say, you know, from 200 subscribers to 3,000 subscribers in a short period of time is completely unnatural. So there might have been somebody, Rongsan, unfortunately, that tried to hack into your channel or buy you subscribers or something like that in an attempt to hurt your channel. I noticed that it happened right after you had visited the open mic. And I posted a photo of you and your beautiful family having breakfast, and then right after that's when I noticed this big surge in your subscribers. So just take it as a warning, Rongsan. You know, if you communicate via email or anything with YouTube, you know, the Google or whatever, you know, you can always send an inquiry or something and maybe let them know that if there's something suspicious about your recent bump in subscribers, that it wasn't you, right? Because they can flag a channel, you know, if they see something that looks completely unnatural. Hopefully this is a good spot. Yeah, the sky is just beautiful. I love those clouds. But anyway, Jeff, probably what I'll do, and Sue, I don't know how many people I've missed. Rongsan, Sue Rowan, Bobcat Non, Houston, you are breaking up. See, now that's a great comment. Thank you, Bobcat. Yeah, we probably had some buffering. I'm just not seeing it, you know what I mean, guys? So I have to keep the volume down on the phone or we'd have constant echo. So yeah, I'm not seeing any buffering or anything that you guys might be seeing, but easily solved. That's why I like to save the stream to the SD card, so that if we do have these issues, I can upload it really easy. So I'll probably go ahead, Jeff, Sue, Rongsant, just to let you guys know when this stream ends, I'll probably go ahead and switch it to unlisted. And I'll talk to you, Jeff and Sue, privately afterwards. Sometimes there's more buffering than others, you know, you just never know what kind of interference you might be getting from the cell tower. We are streaming via the hotspot here, but yeah, I didn't really appreciate the wording of Ross's comment, right? Anyway, we really appreciate you guys. Gosh, a beautiful sky. Yeah, no, Steve. Sue's in Australia. Paul Douglas, keep going, Triple T. Wisdom is growing all the time. Wow, what a great comment. Thank you, Paul. I agree. The wisest man I ever knew said the day you quit learning is the day you die. All right? You gotta be humble, man. You gotta have an open mind. That's what wisdom is, right? Wisdom is not education, right? Wisdom is gained by being a good listener, being attentive to those that have more experience in this world, right? So I'm always trying to be a good listener to all the new people that I'm so fortunate to meet because of the YouTube channel and the Open Mic breakfast restaurant. You know, I like to be a good listener because there's a lot of great expats here in our area, a lot of, you know, veterans, and you know, they've got way more experience in Thailand than I do. I mean, we're talking about people that have lived in Thailand consistently for 30, 40 years, you know? So you gotta listen to those folks. But listen, because I brought up the whole YouTube thing, I do want to talk about some great people on YouTube. And Lucas at Ride for Kicks, one of my favorites, just seemed a really good, genuine guy. I consider him a true friend. And, you know, he doesn't have to come down and make a video for our little business, right? But he's done it, you know, he's done it twice now. So that's, you know, that's good stuff, man. Anybody that's got a YouTube platform, big or small, that goes out of their way to make a little video to help promote our business, we really appreciate it. So thank you so much to Lucas and V. Also, Greenie Travels and Fi-Fi, your lady Fi-Fi, both of those great people we consider true friends, and they've been down, you know, and made videos. There's a couple other people that, you know, made a video when we were just a nightclub, but then, you know, they never put anything out on the breakfast, and they've kind of distanced themselves from me. And look, I get it. I guess that there's controversy out there in the YouTube world, and somehow I'm part of it, right? Because of what I've done on the channel, mainly as a defensive counterpunch. But you know, if it's controversial and there's certain friends that don't want to, you know, comment on the channel anymore and stuff like that, that's fine. You know, that's fine. To each their own, as they say. But you know, we really do appreciate the people, and we've had other people that have got small YouTube channels that have stopped by. Travel Crazy Mania, another channel that we like real well. You know, but even people that haven't stopped by and promoted our business, people like James Abroad, amazing guy, Tony, Bad Badger, retired in Thailand. There's just a lot of good people out there, you know. But for some reason, a lot of people think that because you have a YouTube channel, then therefore you've got to be friends with all the YouTubers in Thailand or something, right? Thailand YouTube meetups and all this stuff. And look, early on, I was kind of like, oh, that makes sense, right? And definitely want to give a shout out to Johnny. There is something happening. He was the first guy to actually put me on another channel. I guess they call that networking. But you know, we didn't go meet Johnny for networking, but he was kind enough to do that. And we had about 900 subscribers at the time. after we met with Johnny, I think we went right over 1,000, and then we met with Foreigner Joe and Thai Girl Gift, and Joe put us on his channel, and that helped, right? So that's basically the only 2 people, you know, that ever really put us on the channel and stuff. But we appreciate all those people that have helped this small channel along the way. But you know, there's a lot of people that have turned their backs on us, and that's okay. To each their own, you know. Sometimes when the chips are down, you find out who your real friends are, kind of thing, you know, because I certainly haven't changed, right? I may have done some things on this channel that others disagree with, but there again, it's my channel, right? It's up to the channel creator what happens on the channel. So there's some things that I've done that have been kind of dramatic and involving moderators on YouTube and other YouTubers and stuff like that. But you know, I felt like I was again counterpunching, defending myself, my integrity, and our business. So you know, lesson learned. But you know, I don't feel like I owe anybody an apology for what I did on the channel. It's just part of the learning lesson, which was the great comment that Paul had, you know, wisdom is growing all the time. So you know, I have to grow and learn, and it doesn't mean that I regret anything that I've done, and it doesn't mean that, you know, that somehow that I agree that you know, if there's somebody else that's active on YouTube in Thailand, whether they be a moderator or another channel or whatever, then that means I need to be friends with them. And if I don't accept that, if I don't, you know, just get over it, then somehow, you know, I'm a hater. Again, you need to look up the definition of hate and then look up the definition of distrust, because there's a huge difference, right? So just because there's people out there I distrust and I don't want any association with, doesn't mean I hate them. Don't hate them at all, right? I wish them the best of luck. But you know, there's people that we've had to remove from this channel and prevent them from commenting, because obviously it was went down a disgusting attack road, and we're just not going to tolerate that nonsense. So anyway, I think that kind of puts a cap on on today's rambling, because I know there are other people that watch the channel, and you know, maybe they think that you know, there's some kind of revelation going to take place, and that somehow they're going to be able to gain access again to this channel and be able to control, and you know, because there's somebody and they're blah blah blah, you know, whatever on YouTube. And to me, it's just like, look, you know, just because somebody creates a YouTube channel doesn't mean that they need to be associated with everybody else in the country that has a YouTube channel, or trust those people, right? Because there's a lot of them that don't deserve my trust. And that's part of growing in wisdom, learning, you know, that people have agendas, and if you don't do exactly as they say, or if you do something they don't agree with, then you're going to be under attack. Well, so be it. I've learned that now, fully aware of it, but it's not going to change who I am, right, and what we do here. So we're going to continue to make videos and hopefully bring Thailand to people that enjoy it, and you know, follow the business and follow other things. And that's just what we're going to do. We're not going to change. We're not going to, you know, somehow adapt to some kind of a, you know, neutral position, because Lord knows you're a hater if you don't agree with everyone else out there. I mean, it's just nonsense, right? It's just not real world stuff. Look, I like to watch YouTube. I spend a fair amount of time on a computer and stuff, but it's not my world, right? It's a small piece of my world. So for those of you that are listening, that don't comment or whatever, right, or maybe not a fan of the channel, but you happen to be listening, just know that we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep going forward, and we don't feel like we need to reconcile anything with anyone. You know what I mean? And I'm not a hater, and neither are the ladies. We don't hate anybody. But once you lose our trust, that's it, man. It's over. You're definitely not a friend, right? So if you're not a friend, doesn't mean you're an enemy and we hate you. It just means you're not a friend and we don't trust you. So end of story. You know, that's just the real world, right? Is it not? Don't we all have like a small group of actual friends that we consider to be friends? So just because in the online world maybe you have, you know, a larger audience or people that tune in or whatever, you can kind of still tell, you know, who's genuine and who's not genuine. We get a lot of great support from a lot of people on the channel, and we We have no desire. Hey, Ross is back. Ross, you didn't unsubscribe? Very good comment, Ross. I appreciate it. Look, you know, if the audio's bad, mate, you know, just tell me, hey, it's chopping up your buffering. I didn't have any idea, but to just say, I'm out, right? It's like, why were you here, you know? if you know, a little audio problem, right? You could say, hey, I'll be back. The audio's choppy or something, right? Anyway, Ross, good comment, though. Let me read that. Ross says, Triple T, some people cannot separate who you like and agree with. They think if they don't like someone, you must also dislike them. Doesn't that sound like junior high? Yeah, Ross, you're so right. I mean, there's people that won't make comments on this channel that are truly friends of mine, I think, right? I think, but they won't make comments on this channel with their real account because, you know, there's pressure out there to not be a supporter or whatever. I mean, it's so juvenile, right? And that applies to a lot of other channels. I mean, Ross, you know, I comment on your channel. You know, a lot of people don't like Ross, I guess, or whatever. Why would I care? You know, I like Ross. I think he's a genuine expat here, got a good life, you know. So it doesn't mean Ross and I agree on everything or like, you know. Well said, Ross. I mean, I really appreciate the comment because that's kind of the highlight of the conversation this morning. It really is. Truth will set you free, and competition is capitalism, but we're in a new land. Wanted to say some strange land, but words are real, word stuff, and love you, bro. Well, thanks, Steve. Appreciate it. Suzette's in the house. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. It's Monday morning here in Thailand. Thank you so much for coming in. Storekeeper. Good ramble, Triple T. I can really give two shits about the vlogger bullocks, but you're a good, solid dude. Looking forward to brunch at your place next year. Thank you very much, Storekeeper. You're exactly where I'm at. I could give two shits less. As a matter of fact, my give a shit about, you know, the YouTube world thing here in Thailand has been worn out, right? Look, man, if you're my friend, you're my friend. Doesn't make a crap whether you've got a big channel, small channel. What the hell does YouTube have to do with being a friend? Like, I've met a lot of people and I think I've been genuine friends to them, you know. But man, you do one thing they don't like on YouTube, or you comment on somebody's channel like Ross said that they don't like, and then all of a sudden, well, you know, if you're gonna do that, how in the hell were you genuinely a friend? So I make a comment. Okay, a lot of people don't like Nick Dean. I happen to like Nick Dean. So if I make a comment on Nick Dean's channel, then everybody that doesn't like Nick Dean doesn't. It's so juvenile. It's not real world stuff. Nobody lives like this. That's why I say, you know, it's a matter of gaining knowledge and wisdom about what you get into here in the YouTube and really any social media platform. It's just, that's not real world shit, man. I've never had anybody come up to me and say, hey, I seen you talking to so-and-so at the mall, therefore I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. I mean, can you imagine shit like this happening in the real world? No, it doesn't happen. I mean, you know, I got a lot of friends, good expat friends here in Thailand. None of them have ever come up and said, hey, I heard so-and-so said something on YouTube, so now that changes things. I mean, we get tons of customers to come into the open mic, new people and stuff all the time. Sit down to me, and not one time has somebody said, yeah, but I heard so-and-so on YouTube, so therefore, you know, I may not come to your restaurant anymore. I mean, it's not real world crap. And there's a lot of this big egos and big competitions to get the viewers. And like I say, I have no problem with any of that. People that have aspirations to be, you know, big and famous on YouTube, kudos to you. But that's not what I do. That's not why I have a YouTube channel. So I guess I don't fit the mold, and therefore I don't fit in the game of drama, right? But I know the camera's gonna die because the battery only lasts so long. And I'll go ahead and put it unlisted so we have a minimal amount of viewers to this live stream. It'll be a lot better playback for people to watch without all the audio choppiness. So I'll move it to unlisted, and then later I'll just simply upload it from the SD card as is. All right, guys? James Barber, thank you for coming in. Keep it up. See? Thank you, James. Paul Douglas. Hey, Paul, and I could say this for anyone that's coming to Thailand. Now, I don't care if you've ever commented on the channel, or maybe you commented and, you know, it wasn't a positive comment. I don't care. I'm not gonna, we will welcome you to Phala, not just because of our business. We'll show you around. We'll try to make you feel welcome. We'll introduce you to other people, right? Locals, if you want to get to know more people in the area. Anything we can do to help. I mean, we're not a travel agency, and we're not, you know, doing it for profit, but we genuinely, you know, like when we get a comment from somebody like Paul Douglas there, and trust me, there's a lot of them, you know, I get emails and stuff like that, man. We want to be those people. They're genuine. Hey, welcome to Phala, you know, what do you like to do? There's a lot to see and do in Rayong, and, right? Not just because we need customers or something. It's just being real, right? It's just being real. You know, I've got a lot of experience in Thailand. I can help people with immigration services, right? I can refer them to people that can help them with corporation license and work permits. And, like, there's things that I can help people with. And this channel is to give people a perspective of a guy, just a simple guy, an average Joe, nothing special, right? That came over here to make a second home, possibly retire, didn't come here to teach English, got referred by a friend and enjoyed doing that. So I did that for a while, and now we have a business going. But we're just going to keep this channel raw, real, genuine, showing people what's possible here, you know. And we got a lot of people that I know will be coming, and we want every one of you, whether you've ever commented or not, to know that when you show up in Phala, we're going to try to do what we can to help you, whether it's a rental house or try to find property to buy, or just kind of show you around, right? So we really mean it. I mean, we're here, you know. We're here until, you know, until the heavens fall, I guess, right? We're not going anywhere, right? So anyway, I know the battery's going to die. Peace and love to everyone.